So anyways, guys, 600 Chase here. I'm fucking stuck on the fucking 10 freeway and shit. I just got a flat fucking tire on my motorcycle. Thankfully, I was able to fucking stop in time and not lose control. But the funny thing is that I ended up on the other side over there, and then I had to walk my ass over here with a flat fucking tire. I was fucking terrified, but yeah, so that's what happened. I inspected the tire, but it doesn't look like anything's wrong with it. So it just looks like it's deflated. Usually this fucking tire, I have trouble with it. It deflates, so I gotta get that checked out. But yeah, man, this is a fucking adventure of being on a motorcycle, so fuck it.
Alright, man, so earlier I showed you guys that I got a fucking flat tire on the freeway and shit, which is fucking very unfortunate, but luckily it wasn't too bad. The tire deflated slowly, and I was able to fucking pull off to the shoulder, and yeah, man. So anyways, I went down to Shop Around Motorsports and got a new fucking tire mounted on there. This is what you can see, and it's the Michelin Power 2 CT, and it's the same brand and that I have on the rear of this motorcycle as well. But anyways, there she is, and then I'm gonna go ahead and mount that shit right now. Just give it a little clean. So you can see over here, this is where it's gonna go, and just in order to mount this fucking thing or unmount it, you only have to remove one caliper in order for the tire to go in or out, and it's only held by these two bolts right here. And right now that I have this off, I'm gonna go ahead and clean the forks and everything, so it'll be nice and clean. And I'm gonna clean the rim. As you can see, I had changed the brakes before. Unfortunately, I didn't do a video on that, but it has new front brakes on it as well. So anyways, alright, so I've cleaned up the rim right here, and I cleaned up a little bit inside the motorcycle. Now it's time to mount it back up. Like I was telling you, in order for the tire to go back inside, you guys have to have at least one caliper off. So I'm going to go ahead and take this caliper off and go ahead and mount the tire. Okay, so and then it's just going to be these two bolts that you're going to be taking off. These are already loose because I had taken them off earlier in order to take the tire off. Alright guys, so when you guys are going back to mount the tire, you guys want to make sure that the tires always they have an arrow pointing to which side they rotate. So you can see the arrow right here, and you always want to make sure that's in the right rotation before you mount it on. Okay, so once you get the tire in there, it has this long shaft that crosses through. That's where you're going to want to go ahead and get in there. Like I said, you still have one of the calipers off, and then you're going to want to mount that back on. And then hold it with the two bolts before you actually tighten everything. There's just lights in there. You put your two bolts in there. Now for this piece in particular, for the long shaft, you see how it has that? Usually the motorcycle will come with the tool in order to tighten that. But I don't have the tool, so I've gimmicked up a little thing that I'm going to be using. Okay, so like I said, I've developed a little gimmick here. And I'm using different pieces of tools here with the hex in order to tighten this. So you're going to want to go ahead and get that in there. And then now if you're curious about the torque specifications, I don't have the number for it, but your owner's manual should certainly have it if you're curious about that. Now after you've tightened that, there's another little bolt here with an Allen head, and that's going to go ahead and go right here, and that's what keeps the fork tight. Right here, as you can see, it has a split, and that's what keeps this from turning. And there it is. It's all switched out with a brand new tire and ready to go. Just remember that these tires are slick and they do require some braking before some hard cornering, so that's very important to remember.